For the benefit of the recording, you will need a weight today. Doesn't have to be particularly heavy, and there are options if any of the exercises irritate your knees. So start lying on your back, arms spread out to the side, and just roll your knees from side to side. It's always a nice one to start on Monday morning with this. So start gently. If your back is tight, as mine is after doing a lovely long run yesterday and then finishing it by potting out bamboos in really awkward places, back is a little bit sore from doing that. So just keep rolling from side to side. Okay, next one. Cross one leg over. So I've got the outside of my foot. Oh. Bear with me. Rowan's calling. She wants to come to the club. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi, you alright? Oh, okay. Oh, it's because the class has started. Let me see if I can send you a link. I'll do it now. Alright, okay. Bye. Bye. Oh dear. Right. Keep doing this while I try and sort this out on my phone while I'm lying on my back. So you've got one leg crossed over the other. Keep your arms spread to the side, and you're just going to rock your knees from side to side with that leg crossed over, like that. Right, bear with me. Let's see if I can do this. Just keep rolling from side to side. Let's see if I can send a... Okay. Keep going. Good. Right. And then change your legs over. And then roll again from side to side. So I'm just trying to change my settings so that Nick might be able to get in. So keep rolling from side to side. Okay, just do one more in each direction. Sorry about that, multitasking. And then bring your legs up. So you get your legs raised, arms out to the side still, and you're going to really need to push your arms into the ground for this. You're going to rock your legs from side to side, and as you rock from side to side, your upper back will move as you rock from side to side. And I want you to really work on pushing your back down into the ground as you rock your knees. You might not get a very big movement as you're rocking, but you want to really work and brace your upper back against coming off the floor. So as I rock my legs to the right, my left upper back comes off the floor slightly. I'm just trying to stop that from happening. So there's a lot going on. So while your legs are moving, you're trying to stop your upper back from moving. So this is a core activation exercise as well as being a really good upper back mobilization exercise. Keep going. Right, okay, and then just hug your knees into your chest. And then roll over onto your front and we'll move into cat-cow. Sorry about the faffing. So hands underneath your shoulders, engage your core, so pull your tummy up to your spine and then arch and dip. So you're trying to get as much movement as you can through the spine as you arch and dip. So really push your shoulders up, pulling your tummy up towards your spine. Well done, keep going. Good, 2 more. And then thoracic rotation. So put your fingertips on your temples, tuck under, and then reach up. So you're doing this on all fours to begin with. So you're tucking under and then reaching up. If your upper back is tight, then you might find this quite tricky. That's it. Try and look at your elbow as you go as well. If it makes you feel dizzy, just keep looking down at the floor. One more. And then change sides. That's it, well done. Oh, you might find that one side's a bit harder than the other, which I just have. Okay, just do one more. Good, and then we're going to do the bigger thoracic rotation. So taking a foot forward, hand down to the floor, stretch round, and then feed your arm through. Two more. And then change sides. Big reach round and feed through. Well done. It's amazing how much easier it is for me on one side than the other. Do one more. Good, and then slowly come up to stand. Going to move into some cross-body toe touches next. Let's move my phone away. There we go. So stand with your feet really wide apart, arms stretched out wide. Blimey, balance is an issue. And then cross your body and tap the opposite toe. Try and get your legs as wide apart as you can, just so you get a bit of a stretch in your inner thighs as you're dipping from side to side. So this is just another way of mobilising your back, inner thighs, and the backs of your legs as well. Good. I can definitely feel that we did a lot of our run yesterday into a very cold wind. I think I must have been bent in half a lot of the time. One more to each side. And then move into some step backs. So lean forward, hold your hands to your chest and just do some little taps forward and back. Just do about 30 seconds on each side. Keeping your core braced as you're going, of course. So if you're really wobbly, just pull your tummy into your spine. And then change sides. Again, if you're wobbling around, tummy into spine. I'm holding my hands to my chest just to make it a bit harder actually. So if you are really wobbling around, you could try putting your hands on your waist or even holding them out to side slightly just to balance. Just do one more. Good, and then side lunges. So no weight for this one. Just hold your hands up to your chest again. I don't want you using your arms for balance. So I want this all to be about legs and core. So moving from side to side. Keep your core braced and keep your torso upright. So don't lean over. Well done. Good, keep going. I'll do about 45 seconds for this one. I'm just going to get the timer going. There we go. Keep going. Good. One more to each side. And then some bent knee walkouts. So just drop down to the floor with knees bent, walk out into a bear crawl, and then walk back up again really slowly. So bend your knees, drop down into a bear crawl, and then slowly walk back up again. Well done. So when you get into the bear crawl position, just pull your knees up to your spine. Those of you who are there on Saturday morning are probably having sort of slight nightmares about doing bear crawls again. At least everybody got their steps in on that, for that class. Keep going. And then this time when you walk out, stay down. So drop down onto hands and knees, bring your tummy up to your spine, and then go for alternate arm and leg extensions. So if you find that you're really wobbling doing these, so by that I mean if your hips are moving a lot from side to side, you could start with a few alternate arm extensions first, just where you get your balance, and then move into the full movement. We're not doing it for very long though, another 20 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Right, so I've left my phone on noise. Too many notifications. Right, first exercise. Well, the first set. We've got a set of 5 exercises to go through, starting upright and then slowly moving down towards being on the floor. So you'll need a weight for this one. So you've got a heavier weight for one exercise. In fact, well, so we get on. You might be able to cope with a heavy weight for the second one as well. So first one is a kickstand deadlift. You're going to have the weight in one hand. So I'll show you from the front and side. So I've got my left leg forward, right leg back balancing on my toes, and the weight is in my right hand. Before I start, shoulders back, core braced, hinge forward, and then stand up. So if you're holding a kettlebell, it's quite easy if you've got a handle, or if you've got a big bottle of Launier. It's doing well. Do you change the water, or is it just staying? Okay, so 30 seconds on each leg. Before you start then, shoulders back, core braced, and then hinge forward and stand up. And you're just tipping forwards till your shoulders are about hip height or just above. You don't want to go any lower. And it should feel different in each side. So I can feel it more in the bum and the hamstring of my front leg, more in the quad and my back leg. And again, you're going to be a bit overbalanced because you're in a split stance position. So really hold your core up and then change sides. Off you go. So your eye line will help with this. So when you're at the lower part of the movement, look at the floor. And then when you're standing straight up, look straight ahead. Keep going. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Next one, squats. Holding a weight straight out in front of you. So I've just used a 6 kilogram kettlebell, and that's going to get heavy very quickly doing that. So if your weight is a bit heavier, start with your arms straight. We're doing this for 45 seconds, and you may need to then bring the weight back in towards your chest, but I don't want it to be tight to your chest. Keep it out a little bit. Off you go. So Lynn, if you try a wider leg squat, that might help if you want to do a sumo squat. So can you feel it working your core? Oh, this is too heavy to hold out for this long. So I'm going to move my arms back in a little bit. Slow and steady, keep your heels down. And then when you stand up tall, really stand up tall, brace your core, push your bum forward. That's it. If you can get your arms as straight as you can, that's good. The straighter they are, the more this muscle at the front of your tummy will have to work to stabilise you. 10 seconds. This is also getting my heart rate up nicely. 3, 2, 1, good. Next one, kneeling up and down. So this is not in any way knee friendly. So if you don't want to do this one, go for step backs again. So we've got 2 sets of 30 seconds. I'll show you what we're doing. So you kneel down, come up, but you stay crouched. So we're doing 30 seconds with one leg leading. So by that I mean my right leg's coming back first and going up first. And then we'll do 30 seconds with the other leg. And this is slow and steady. You're taking your time doing these. Off you go. So if you haven't taken your jumper off yet, you will after this one. Keep it nice and slow and steady and stay crouched down. So this is balance, core, but also your quads. So your thighs should feel it. And then change sides. Remember, it's uncomfortable for your knees because you are getting up and down on your knees. Then do a step back instead. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice one for the thighs in the morning. And the next one, sorry, I've got a message appearing on my computer screen. Donkey kicks. So onto all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And make sure your back's not arched. So keep your bum tucked under, core braced. Bring one leg up. Foot flat to the ceiling. So imagine you're balancing something on the sole of your foot. You're just going to do a little pulsing movement up and down. You really want to keep your core braced, so really pull your tummy up to your spine. That will stop this from getting into your lower back. So you need to keep that feeling going the whole time. Tummy pulled up, just pulsing that leg up and down, and hopefully you can feel it in your hamstrings. Keep going, 3, 2, 1. Change sides, bring that leg up. Off you go. Try not to let your back arch, but keep your tummy pulled up to your spine the whole time. Oh. Hamstrings and bum as well, hopefully. 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. And then straight arm plank, leg to the side. So full straight arm plank, bum tucked under, and you're going to tap your leg gently out to the side, like that. Keeping your bum down. That's good. 10 seconds. Just doing 20 seconds for this one. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Right. Finally get a layer off. Kickstand deadlifts again. So we're going to repeat the whole set again. So grab your weight for the kickstand deadlift. I'm going to take something a bit lighter for the squat this time. Alright, kickstand deadlifts. So I've got the weight in my right hand, left foot forward. 2, 1, go. Take your time with this exercise. You're sort of hinging and crouching. Tell you what, my hamstrings aren't happy about this morning. 2, 1, change sides. Off you go. Well done. Three, 2, 1. Done. Good. Right, squats this time again. Arms out in front of you. So I've got a lighter weight this time, so I want to try and keep my arms out ahead of me. If your weight is really heavy, one option you can do is to hold a cushion. So as long as you're holding something that weighs something out ahead of you, it doesn't have to be very heavy. Right, 45 seconds. Off you go. It's really lovely seeing Peanut behind you. Past that pooch. Keep going. Well done. Try not to let your shoulders hunch. 10 seconds. Well done. Two, 1, done. Good. Kneel up and down. So again, if this is uncomfortable, go for a step back. If you are doing a step back, maybe hold a weight this time as well. Make it a bit more challenging. All right, get ready. 30 seconds on each side. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So make sure you stay crouched. You don't want your legs to come up out of this crouching position. That's how your quads are going to work even harder. Change sides. Try not to kick my corner of my mat up. Keep going. One of my legs is dragging doing this. One more. Good. And then down into donkey kicks. So onto all fours. Bring that leg up. Make sure your foot is flexed. Off you go. So keep your tummy put up to your spine. So what you might be doing now, you're getting tired, is leaning over onto the leg that you're supporting yourself on. Just try not to do that. It's quite hard not to, but try and avoid it as much as possible. Keep going, 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, change legs. So again, reset, don't lean, off you go. Try and keep that foot flexed up. Well done. Good, keep going. Nearly there, 3, 2, 1. Good, and then straight arm plank, leg out to the side again. Just 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Keep your hips down, bum tucked under. Three, 2, 1, and done. Good. Right, time to lie down. So you've got 3 exercises to go through. First one is a static dead bug. And I want you to challenge yourself doing this. So you start just on your back, arms and legs up. So arms up above your shoulders. Let your shoulders drop into the floor as well. Don't hunch them when you're lying down so that all of the back of your shoulders should be on the floor. Nothing is moving. But what you're going to do over the 45 seconds doing it for is you're slowly going to lower your legs down towards the floor until you can't keep your back flat anymore. So start on your back with your knees above your shoulders, your knees above your hips. It's Monday. Okay, off we go, 45 seconds. So make sure that your back is pushed down hard into the ground and just slowly lower your legs down towards the floor. Keep using your breathing to keep your back down. And when you reach the point that you can't comfortably keep your back on the floor, that is where you stop and hold it. So you should really feel this working low down, below your tummy button. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. And then we're going to repeat an exercise we did at the very beginning. So arms out to the side, legs up again, and you're going to rock your legs from side to side, but this time with your legs a little bit further out. So keep looking straight up, just make sure that your legs aren't touching. If you do this with your legs and your sort of knees and feet touching, that makes it a little bit too easy. So just rock as much as you can from side to side, and again, keeping your upper back on the floor, shoulders down. Keep going. 5 seconds. Good, and then just hug your knees into your chest. And then we're going to do reverse crunches. Now if this hurts your back at all, the alternative for this is to do some bent leg drops. But if you can do a reverse crunch, go for it. So you're going to do this with your legs bent, and it's a really small movement, trying just to use your core to get your legs, your bum off the ground, and not flinging your legs up into the air. So small controlled movement, and then try and lower yourself down under control. That's good, well done. Push your arms down into the ground if it helps you. It's probably starting to burn now. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Hug your knees in. So these exercises can aggravate your back. So my back is quite uncomfortable after yesterday's awkward gardening. But as long as I keep my back pushed into the floor, it's not making it any worse. All right, we'll go again. So we're going to go to the static dead bugs. Legs up, arms up. Keep your feet at knee height if you can. Off we go. The same as last time. Slowly dropping your legs out towards the floor. And when you get to the point that you can't control your back, just stop there. Keep going. Use your breathing. Every time you exhale, re-push your back into the floor. Oh, starting to burn a little bit. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. And then we're going back to this side to side rotation. So arms out to your side. Push them down to the floor, legs up, and then rock from side to side. So really think about pushing your upper back into the floor. So this exercise is not just for your core, it's also for your upper back. So you might feel it in your back, sort of bottom of your rib cage. Keep going. To really concentrate doing this. So I'm really not rocking very much from side to side. My opposite hip is just coming off the floor ever so slightly. Okay, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in again, and then we'll go for the reverse crunch. 30 seconds. Get ready. 2, 1, go. It's the same as last time. Small, careful movement, lowering down under control. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then just hug your knees into your chest. We've got one more set of those to go. Alright, 10 seconds and we'll go again. Static dead bugs. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1, off you go. So keep your legs in the position that's comfortable. You should feel your tummy working, and over the 45 seconds it'll probably start to shake a little bit, but you should not feel it in your lower back at all. If you can feel your back working more than your tummy, just bring your knees back in towards your chest. And keep breathing. It helps. Well done. Try not to hunch your shoulders while you're doing it as well. Keep them dropped down to the floor. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Hug your knees in, and then we'll go from the rock. Okay, so legs up, arms out to the side, push your arms down, and rock from side to side. So if you're getting used to this and you can let your legs go a little bit further from side to side, have a go. If you drop your legs out to the side, you may have to work a little bit harder to keep your shoulder down, that's okay. Just make sure that your feet and knees don't touch, keep them apart. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hug your knees in, and then last set of reverse crunches. 2, 1, off you go. So these might feel quite challenging by now. My whole tummy is shaking. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then just hug your knees in. And then roll over onto your front and just get into child pose. We're not done yet though, sorry. It's a bit mean making you do this early. Just to stretch out your back a bit more. Because this will get into your upper back as well as your lower back. So just take a few nice deep breaths. And then we've just got 2 exercises to finish off with. Starting off with an alternate arm and leg tuck. But we're doing this single-sided. So, if you want to watch how I do this one first of all. So, onto all fours again. Bracing your core, so pulling your tummy up to your spine. And you're going to extend one arm, one leg. So I've got my right arm and left leg extended. And I'm going to tuck and extend, tuck and extend, keeping my knee and my hand off the floor. So I'm balancing on one hand and one foot for a bit longer. So we're going to do 20 seconds on each side for that one. Get ready. Off you go. Slow and steady. 10 seconds. It's much harder to do it this way. You haven't got that little rest in between and then change sides. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Good. Next one, plank shoulder taps. So you can do this in a low plank or a straight arm plank. So if you want to make it more challenging, hold a low plank and you're just rocking and tapping from side to side. Or you can go for a straight arm plank. Or if your back's a bit iffy now, then you can do it on your knees. And that'll just make it that little bit easier again. 20 seconds. Off you go. So on your elbows is the hardest, then straight arm, and then on your knees if you want to make it easier. So however you're doing it, if you want to just give yourself a bit more stability, you can have your legs a bit wider apart, or your knees a bit wider apart. 3, 2, 1, and then just drop into child pose again. I feel like I'm teasing you with this. Hold that for 10 seconds, and then we're going to go back up and repeat these. 3, 2, 1. Up you get, onto all fours. Arm leg tucks. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. 20 seconds on each side. So keep looking down at the floor, keep your tummy pulled up to your spine. 3, 2, 1, and then change sides. Keep going. Good, and then into that plank again. 20 seconds. Off you go. Keep those hips low, thumb tucked under. Three, 2, 1, into child pose. And we've got one more set of each of those to go, and then we're done. Good. And then come up again onto all fours. Finally getting the last layer off. So last one, all fours, tummy up to spine, off you go. Keep going. 2, 1, change sides, tummy up to spine, off you go. Good, well done. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and then last plank. Elbows if you want to make it more challenging for this last one. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm doing a leg tap, not a shoulder tap. So really brace yourself against the rotation doing these. 3, 2, 1, and then just drop into child pose. And now we really are stretching. Okay, the child pose. Use your fingertips to pull yourself forward. So you're getting a bit more of a stretch in your upper back, but make sure your heels stay on your bum. Nice deep breaths. Each time you exhale, just feel yourself dropping down a bit more onto your hips. Oh, Lynn, if this hurts your shoulders, you can do this with your arms down instead. If extensions are uncomfortable, do it that way. Good, and then up onto all fours and up into cat stretch. Really, really arch your back. Keep your tummy pulled up. Nice deep breaths. And then up onto your knees. Take 1 foot forward. Bum tucked under. Push forward. Good. And then reach across. So I'm reaching my right arm over my left leg. Really, really push. Well done. And then change sides. Bum tucked under, push forward. Done. And then reach across. Good. And then into glute stretch. So onto your front, leg underneath you, lower down. Well done. So we're going to hold for another 10 seconds. Then I want you to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, just lower down a bit more. And then change sides. So leg underneath. Well done. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale. And just lower down a bit more. Ow. My legs are definitely a little bit sore after yesterday. And then release. Come up to stand, do a standing quad stretch. Hang on to something if you can, it'll just help you get a bit of a deeper stretch. So pull your heel into your bum tucked under, nice and tall. Well done. And then change sides. Well done. And slowly release. And done. Well done. I feel like I had a mental workout this morning as well. Hopefully everyone's backs are all right. That was quite challenging on the old back this morning.